welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showcasing 3 really good beginner strategies. Now what do I mean by beginner strategies? By beginner strategies I mean strategies that you can basically get if you just start out, meaning they don't cost a lot of monkey money. So for example, I will only be using Quincy and Gwendolin because you get them for free at the start when you just start out. And I will pretty much just be showcasing them. Every single strategy I will play one match of just to showcase it. I will also be posting separate videos on each of these strategies where I will fully explain them in detail, be playing multiple games with them. So if you want to see those, please click that subscribe button and I will release them soon. Now let's go for our first strategy. So our first strategy is going to be boomerang, wizard, bomb, and quincy. Now in total, this strategy costs 900 monkey money, with the wizard being 750, I think, and then the boomerang monkey being 150. So let's go. Oh my god, we're playing against the top player. Wait, what is that? I don't know what those things are. That is scary, dude. What the hell? So anyways, I really thought this would be the worst of the 3 strategies, but I was very wrong. This strategy is awesome. I actually use a different version of this strategy myself at the moment, where instead of the bomb tower, I use the super monkey, and then instead of Quincy, I use Adora as my hero. Now, by the way, he's not ecoing, which is kind of nice. Oh, there you go. That's a bloom bot. So usually I start with Quincy and boomerang, but this strategy, you really have a lot of freedom with the strategy, to be honest. You can start with anything you want. You can go Quincy wizard. You could even go Quincy bomb if you wanted to, although I would not recommend it for the start. Personally, I just like starting out with the boomerang. Now, by the way, why does this strategy work so well? I will also tell you its weaknesses afterwards, but first of all, why does it work so well? It is because, well, first of all, boomerang monkey early game, absolutely just goated. This thing is absolutely destroying early game, just destroying everything, as you can see here. It's doing this all on its own, so it's just really, really good. And another thing is, normally the boomerang monkey does not have camo detection, but we have the wizard. Now the wizard has an upgrade which is called shimmer. Now what shimmer does is Bloons that pass by it, it pretty much has like, oh, by the way, we're gonna leak. That's no problem. Oh, whoa, man, calm down. You don't need to eco with yellows. But yeah, with that ability, Bloons that pass it will get decamoed. Okay, maybe this is not the right map for it, but I swear normally this strategy does really, really well with just this early on. Like just this can usually defend that. It might be the map why it's not, but yeah. I'm gonna go for a Moa Glaze here, and on round 12 your opponent can send camo Bloons. So make sure that before you get to round 12, you get that shimmer upgrade up. But make sure it covers as much distance as possible so that it can decamo everything. I actually have never played against... oh yeah, as you can see right there, it's decamoing them. Just perfect, because he was trying to rush me. Oh, now that is a bit more scary, but we have more glaives. Again, absolutely no worries. So try to get that more glaives up before round 11, because it can defend against that rush. One cheap tower and then... Oh... We're good against that, right? Come on. Okay, we're good, we're good. That doesn't matter if I leak down to that. Okay, so I feel like because he's been so aggressive so far, he is most likely going to go for a Moab and send us a Moab. So what you can do against that, again, the bomb has this upgrade, Moab Mauler, which do much more damage to Moab class Bloons, so that's really, really good. You can go for that. I personally go for top buff on it, but I think both buffs are fine. I'm not sure. You can also go for the Moab Assassin, which is just going to be a lot better and just going to make sure you can actually fully defend against a Moab. As I also said before, you get a lot of freedom with the strategy, so something else you could do to defend against Moabs, which I don't see anyone really using, but I think it's actually pretty decent, is going to be the middle path turbocharge. It's slightly more expensive than the Moab Assassin, but it's a really good ability. It's going to make it so that this thing just shoots incredibly fast, which is really good, and can definitely defend a couple of early game Moabs. Not everything, but a decent bit. And then there are going to be two more options as well for the Moabs, which is going to be the bottom path. Well, it's an upgrade and it will push Moabs back. It's the 4th tier bottom path upgrade, and I personally just go with the middle path for it, so that it shoots faster. And another thing you could do is going to be for a top path wizard, or a couple of them. Now, for the weaknesses of this strategy, around 26 come DDTs. Now, defending DDTs with this strategy is... it is tough, man. It's really, really hard to defend against DDTs with this strategy. By the way, I'm just going to go for an arcane spike here, because we are struggling against these ceramics. I am not equaling anymore, by the way. My bad. But yeah, this strategy does not have a lot for DDTs. You have some 5th tiers which you can go for DDTs, but you know, again, 5th tiers are 1500 monkey money per tower, so that is pretty freaking expensive if you just start out. Or what you can do is try and rush your opponent early. Again, this is a very, very strong strategy early game, so if you can rush your opponent before you get to late game or mid game, that would be really, really good. But if you don't want that, if you want to try to go late game with the strategy, I mean, first of all, what you could do is switch the bomb tower for super monkey, but that is going to make the strategy more expensive with monkey money, of course. It's a strategy I use personally. I would say try to go for some Moab assassins. Maybe what you can do is also spam some of these top path wizard monkeys. It's going to do a little bit as well for you, which I am actually going to do. And also make sure you have some of these bottom paths down. I'd say just go for like 2 of these, and then you should be fine. Not always, it also depends on the map, it depends on how many you've got down, it depends how big of a rush it is. You can always try to counter rush your opponent as well, which I'm not going to explain all of that. You know, if you want to... By the way, if you don't know what I'm doing with sending these balloons, this is called ecoing. At the top you see this green stuff here. That is called eco. And every time that coin thing, there you go, now you get that amount of money. Now by sending balloons your eco goes up. I'm not going to fully explain it here and how you should do that effectively and everything. You can obviously copy what I do in this video if you want to. It's not going to work on every map and every time, you know. But it'll still work most of the times the way that I'm ecoing right now. But if you want a guide, I personally don't have a guide on it right now, but you can look up ecoing guide on YouTube, and there's some great YouTubers out there that will give you great guides, so go look that up if you want to know how to eco. Now, as you can see here at the bottom right, we can already send DDTs. Luckily my opponent is not doing that, but I actually will, because as I said, the strength of this strategy is not late game, so we want to end this as soon as possible, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Let's see if we can defend against just 1 DDT. We can. So we can defend against just 1 DDT, but again, it's not great late game. Unless you switch out the bomb for the super monkey eventually, I would try to rush early with this strategy. Now, let's go to the next strategy. Now, for our second strategy, we have Quincy, Dartling Gunner, Glue Gunner, and Dart Monkey. The total cost of this, it's the cheapest, it's going to be 650 monkey money. Now let's go. We're on the map Glade, which is going to be a bit of a harder map, so I will start out with Dartling Gunner and go for Quincy afterwards. Just like that. So Dartling Gunner you usually want to put in the back of the map, because it's just going to be really, really good. By the way, can we fully defend against that? Please do. Nope, we cannot. Okay, come on Dartling Gunner. Thank you. Okay. This strategy is pretty good, but the main flaw of the strategy is that mid-game is really hard to defend with the strategy. If he sends multiple Moabs, you are going to have to counter rush because you're most likely not defending. You can, it's not impossible, don't get me wrong, but it is quite hard. Early game though, and we're just gonna go for powerful darts here real quick. Come on, defend against all of that. Okay, well, we might leak down. I'm just gonna do this just so we don't leak down. There we go. Oh, I'm not equaling anymore. My bad. There we go. I'm gonna go faster barrel spin as well. Just like that. And this should defend for a little bit. But yeah, against mid-game, like, if he sends a couple of Moabs, like multiple, or BFBs, then, well, good luck defending those. It's not impossible. Again, like you have Moab glue, which is going to be your bottom path glue gunner to slow down. You have the middle path rocket storm, which can be your 4th tier here, which can deal really good damage to Moabs. And then you have your Super Monkey Fan Club. So, first of all, how to defend against leads with the strategy, because this can obviously not get leads. Quincy at the start cannot get leads. So how do you defend against those? Well, one thing you can do is go for a Juggernaut. Just remember to go for the bottom path on it, because otherwise it will not be able to hit camo leads. Another thing you can do is go for a Hydra Rocket Pod, although this is a pretty expensive upgrade to try to get early on. So it is a bit harder to get. If you know how to, then great. You can try to go for the Hydra Rocket Pods. And then your last option is going to be a top path glue gunner, and then you can set that to strong. The only issue with this is that it cannot hit camo. So make sure you remember that. Personally though, this game we are gonna go for the Juggernaut. And then remember to go bottom path. There we go. I kinda wanna send him a rush. But, I mean, should we? You know what, I'm sending him a rush. Yeah, I'm sending him a rush. Okay, I will show you how strong a purple rush is. So first of all, I think he'll defend, by the way. But maybe not. We're gonna see here. Let's go. Let's bloom boost that. And... ooh. Oh, that was very close. But yeah, he did not defend. He did. I'm just kidding. He absolutely did. Oh, that is a problem. Okay, I'm gonna stop echoing here. We need to save up for some defenses in case he sends something here. But yeah, I would recommend trying to rush early again with this strategy. Because, well... oh, by the way, we are not fine against this. Let's just go for a quick bloom boost. Oh no, man. This is not going well. But yeah, this is more of a early game strategy as well. It's not bad late game, but just mid game is quite hard. So if you can rush your opponent early game, if you think you can win with a rush, try that, because it's gonna be great. By the way, I think I want to try and rush him again, but this time we're gonna go for some rainbows, regen rainbows. So let's go and try that. Let's boost that and let's see how far that gets. I don't think this will kill him, but just maybe. Ooh, that was really, really close again. But again, it did not kill him. He actually defended again. So, hey, well played, man. Ooh, that might kill me, I'll be honest. I'm gonna have to bloom boost again. Tower boost, I mean. Oh shit, that is not good. I'm not showcasing the strategy very well, by the way. I'm just not showcasing this very well. Like, the strategy has very good potential. But I'm just realizing that on this map, we're not going to be defending against much. So I'm just trying to rush him as early as possible. Which is generally what you're going to want to do with the strategy anyway. So I guess at the same time, it is a good showcase. But yeah. Actually, this time he's gonna go for a purple rush. So let's just see if we can defend, because I'll be honest, I don't know. It seems like we're fine here. Let's use Quincy's ability here. Ooh, he's sending a lot. Oh man, he has a lot. Okay, let's go for another Juggernaut here, and I think we're dead. Yep, Well, let's go to the next strategy. Now, for our last strategy, we have Tack Shooter, Ice Monkey, Monkey Village, and Gwendolin this time. This is the most expensive strategy out of the three, being 1150 monkey money if you're just starting out in this game. It is worth it though. Trust me, this strategy is good. Now let's go into the match. So we are in the match right now, and I am going to start with a Tack Shooter right here. And let's go for Gwendolin. Where should I place her? Yeah, this should be fine. Now, what are this strategy's strengths and weaknesses? I'll be honest, this strategy, even though it can be a little bit boring, there is just a certain set of things that you need to do. There's not much freedom you get in this strategy, because, for example, the only start you can really do here is going for a blade shooter at the start. Now, I will say blade shooter is incredible as a starting tower. This thing will defend for you, just this, if you go for the top F on it as well, so the faster shooting. Together with Gwendolin, can defend these two on its own up until round, I would say like 10. You do need quite a bit more defenses at round 10, or round 11, I mean, just in case, but it's still really, really good. So strengths are, I mean, that. You can also really easily defend against the first couple of Moabs. Eventually, BFBs and COMGs might be a bit harder, but are also still pretty doable. Let's go for the faster attacking, by the way, and let's target that. Also going to be very, very doable with this. You just gotta spam overdrives, maybe go for a top F ice as well to help out. And then for DDTs, I will show you. There's two ways actually you can defend against DDTs in this strategy. One is going to be possible with 4th tiers, meaning if you don't have the 5th tiers, then that's what you should be going for. And if you do have 5th tiers, then you can go for that other way as well. We're getting kind of close to round 11, so I'm just going to start upgrading some towers already real quick. And also, why these towers, right? Why does this synergize so well? Well, I'll tell you. First of all, all of these right here, and the Ice Monkey as well, except for the top F. I think top F can hit camo. They all cannot hit camo, right? So you have your village to give them camo detection. Not only that, but the village can also buff primary towers, which, well, guess what? Tack Shooter is a primary tower, Ice Monkey is a primary tower. So it just all synergizes really, really well. You also have the middle path on your village, which will give you eventually homeland defense, which is an ability that gives 50% extra attack speed when you use it. Oh, I'm not ecoing anymore. And camo. Oops. There we go. I was not paying attention. So you've got that, and again the top path that can buff the primary monkeys. You have your Tack Shooters obviously to deal damage to Moabs and everything. By the way, let me just go for an overdrive just in case. And then you have your Ice Monkey to debuff Moabs, to get DDTs if you have the 5th tier. Which again I will show you. Slow monkeys down with the middle path. You can even place things on water if you go for the middle path as well. So yeah, you can do a lot with this strategy. It's really, really good. Oh, by the way, something you should not forget, which I totally did. As soon as you get this thing up with even faster shooting, put Gwendolin on strong. Like, seriously, don't forget to do that. Because if you don't, then sometimes leads can sneak through if you don't do that. So remember to put it on strong as soon as you get this Tack Shooter down. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you guys why Gwendolin. So Gwendolin actually at level 4 gets a passive ability which buffs towers around him. And that buff just works really, really well together with the Tack Shooter. It can also hit leads for you, and it doesn't have camo detection, but that doesn't matter because we obviously have the village, which can give camo for everything. By the way, I've barely got any defenses, and that Moab was just easily defended. So you can see that this is very, very strong. Now, actually, I completely forgot something. If you really want to, you can also start the strategy with an Ice Monkey. It is a bit harder, but it is possible to start with Gwendolin and Ice Monkey. I wouldn't recommend it though. I would just go Tack Shooter first. By the way, if you know how this strategy works very well, then this is really, really good. So if you want to use this strategy, please check out if it's up already, the other video that I will be making on this strategy, where I will go into full detail on how to use this. Okay, so we're getting close to round 26, which is going to be the round that he can send DDTs. So I am going to be using that Ice Monkey strategy, that 5th tier Ice Monkey strategy. Now, if you don't have the 5th tier, I will just quickly show you how to defend as well. Actually, you know what? No, yeah, I'm gonna go Ice Monkey. I might have to sell one of these if he immediately sends one. Okay, which it doesn't look like he's doing, so we are good. So let's go for that. And the... Oh! Oh, okay. Okay, that is not good, I will admit. Let's still go for the Ice Cold Pill. I think that is going to be a really good upgrade for us to go for here. Let's use that, let's use that. Let's go for some more here. I was not prepared for this. I was not expecting this. I'm not sure if we'll be fine here, I'll be honest. We might just die here. Oh, let's go for Tower Boost. Completely forgot we have that as well. As you can see here, that Ice Cold Pill is just going absolutely crazy. And, dude, we're perfectly fine. I mean, damn! I don't even need to show you more. That was crazy. Oh, so there we go. He's sending. You got, dude. The Ice Cold Pill is not in range of my village. Wait, what? Oh, how did I not notice that? Okay, well that is just absolutely stupid on my part. That is not the strategy's fault. I really hope this guide was helpful. If you want to use any of these strategies, again, I would recommend going to watch any of my details videos about these strategies, which will be coming out very soon. Please, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I hope I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.